Okay, we live. Okay. Girl, hey YouTube. Y'all was acting real funny this morning. I was like, what the hell is going on? Hey everybody, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two. And baby, I am the epitome. I am the representation of that all moms should be making money online, being themselves, you utilizing literally your everyday life. You don't have to live an aesthetic lifestyle or anything like that. You literally can take everyday moments, you washing the dishes, you playing with your kids, you going out to eat, you taking the kids to the park, and turn that into content that can turn into dollars for you. I've been doing this now for a little bit over a year and a half, and I personally got started with a Done For You digital course that literally taught me all of these skills. I was a little skeptical when I heard about it at first, just because I was like, these people on here talking about they making 30K, 40K, 50K. They not making that much. They got to be lying, because I had previously tried to sell my own digital products, and I was so proud. I hopped up on the scene and like nobody bought my stuff. So when I heard about this Done For You digital marketing course that you could resell to other people, I was just like, it's given. It's too good to be true. But once I actually dived in and seen all of the skills that I could learn from the course, um, I was like, damn, the price of the course is worth just learning these skills. Because I don't know if any of you have ever bought like a mentorship or a program and you spend a lot of money on it and it didn't necessarily come with a resale option. Hey y'all, welcome in. Happy Monday. So I was so impressed by getting here. So I'm gonna quickly kind of show y'all DWA. And if you're interested, let me know. I am doing like a special all this month. Like when you get Digital Wealth Academy, you also are gonna get my mentorship included. Another thing, when you get DWA, girl, you get my business line, because again, I was kind of sharing this earlier. YouTube, when y'all was acting funny and y'all wouldn't let me log on. Hey Sabrina, happy Monday, sis. But when I first got started, like I too was like scared and like, how do I navigate this? How do I figure this out? So I know the importance of that. Like when a lot of people get started, I always try to check up on my people and stay with you. I'm not big on like, hey, you just buy some shit off of me and I don't never talk to you again. I really like to stay in and hope that you're with it, because one, I personally loved hearing so many transformational stories, success stories, people that were scared just like me, finally like, girl, I just got my first sale, or oh, I got my first 5 sales and things like that. So I'm going to quickly kind of show y'all DWA. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to also show y'all how I quickly put together a damn carousel. We're going to do this together on live. Okay. I figured, I said, why not knock out two birds at once? Okay, two birds at once. So I'm gonna quickly kind of flip my screen around on YouTube. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen, baby. Hey Marquita, how are you, sis? Happy Monday, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my motherfucking screen, because it be me over here struggling. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it. Let me know. Can y'all see my screen on YouTube? Okay, and then let me do it. Hi, Big Sexy. How you doing, girl? Happy Monday. I'm gonna flip the screen, y'all, really quickly, and we're gonna go over this real fast. Because I honestly get on here daily, y'all, and I show y'all this. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? Let me know if it's black, girl. Um, okay. Ooh, girl, I didn't think it was gonna be zoomed in that goddamn far. Lord. Okay, let me see. Y'all don't pay attention to my computer. It's a little crusty. Okay. So this is DWA. Your screen is good. Okay, I just want to make sure, because y'all, it's been happening lately more than I more than usual, damn it. I'm like, what's going on? Okay. So this is DWA. This is the Done For You course that literally is going to teach you all things that you need to know to start earning passive income, to possibly even start earning full-time income. When I got into here, like I said, I was a little skeptical. I thought it was too good to be true when I heard so many people saying that you can make money from a course that someone else created. But the biggest thing is, yeah, you can make money from it, but the skills that you're taking away from it really truly leaves you in a space of like, never ever having to worry about money again. And I know that sounds really cliche to say, but y'all, it's true. There are so many different ways and so many streams of income that you can make inside of this program. That is why I love it so much. I even been able to launch my own community just from the skills that I've taken away from this program. So regardless if you want to resell somebody else's shit or you want to create your own shit one day, either way, you have that opportunity. You just have to go in here and be disciplined enough to learn the information. So DWA is the fastest growing digital marketing course. It's a one-stop shop for all things like digital marketing. And there's a reason why this is the fastest growing course online. I truly believe so. When I got in here, it was 42,000 people. It is now over 123,000 people. And like I said, I started last year back in May, and I'm so glad that, as terrified as I was, that I actually made that investment. It does come in multiple languages, so it's not just in English. It comes in Spanish, French, Italian, Dutch, German, and Portuguese. So if you're interested in any of those other languages, you can learn that way as well. So it's not just catered to one specific language. Okay. So everything in the kind of the meat and potatoes when it comes to Digital Wealth Academy is a lot of it is video instruction, which really is a game changer if you are someone who's completely brand new, not even really understanding the basics of like what social media is. It really helps you to digest that information where it's not too overwhelming, but you definitely still have to go in here and be disciplined enough and go inside of the information. But we love a good video instruction because, baby, who got time to be reading stuff? I know I don't. Okay. Also, before I actually hop into the classroom where the training is held, on this calendar here, there are master classes included, which is really a game changer because not only are you just getting this training that you always have lifetime access to. Hey, y'all, welcome in. Hey, Shawan. Not only are you getting this training, you are getting master classes on a weekly basis where you're going to learn how to hit your first 10K months, how to hit your first 100K and scale your business to that. And you're actually learning from people who have made 7-8 figures. You know what I mean? People that are personally sharing, their personal tips, their personal like journey with you. So it's not like somebody just compiled a whole bunch of information together and like, bitch, look, do this, figure it out. You are really learning from people that utilize it. And one of the guys in here, his name is Richard. He's in a lot of the master classes and he hosts a lot of them. He does a really good job just kind of breaking down and explaining. He even will audit your page if you attend some of the lives and things like that. If you stay to the end, he even gives you with like a done for you, kind of like plug and play type of course or how you can start bringing in leads and getting sales potentially. So that really is truly a game changer when it comes to DWA, just because again, the training alone is definitely worth the price. 1 or 2 modules in here is definitely worth the price of DWA, but the fact that you're getting all of this, there is no upselling. You have lifetime access to it, and it's a program that you can sell over and over and over. And again, I get on here, y'all, daily, and I talk about this just because I have been selling this program now for over a year and I'm still getting sales from it. And I constantly get sales from it because of the name, because of what it offers. And it really truly is a game changer. It really is a business in the box. So before I actually hop into the training real quick, I'm gonna show y'all some of the testimonies just so, I know you're probably, a little skeptical. You're probably thinking like, okay, girl, that's you. You might've got lucky or whatever like that. But no, there's people in here every single day that share their personal growth, where they started, where they're at now, their sales, what they're struggling with, and etc. So you're a part of a community that is going through the exact same thing that you are going through, that have the exact same thoughts, the exact same questions when you start. So that in itself is really, really helpful on your journey on the way, because like if you go up here to this little search bar, you can literally type in like I'm having problems with, I can type in like problems with my affiliate link, for example. I'm just giving y'all a quick little example. Y'all know I can't spell work for them. How you spell affiliate? Girl, look. You're just gonna type in this. Hold on, let me see. I can type in, probably because I can't spell. So I'm just put problems with my, so this person said, I'm having a problem with my social media pages, facing problems in my link, problem with my, so y'all can type in keywords up here at the top. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably a question that somebody already asked. So that is also a feature that is included in here. And again, it leaves you not feeling stuck, not feeling confused. And again, no question is a dumb question. I know a lot of people when they start, they be like, girl, but I don't want to ask because it's kind of embarrassing. Should I put that in the community? Yes. But let's just quickly kind of go over some testimonies. So this person right here just wrote this 12 minutes ago. I will forever be grateful. In just my first month of doing digital marketing, I have already made 18,000 in sales. Can't believe I'm saying this, but this is my first month. The first week was honestly slow and a bit discouraging, but I thank God for the progress and the shift that followed. So again, that's one person right there. This person, Denise, said that she hit $2,000 yesterday. DWA, let's go. This person here says, here's what helped me. So again, like I said, some people show their screenshots and their numbers. Also, people actually come in here and show you what they're going through, what's working for them, and what's happening for them. So I love, 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 love showing this because for me, it was kind of that confident boost that I needed, because I ain't gonna lie, even when I finally took the that step and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I still had second thoughts. I still had like, man, is this shit really gonna work? Like, is it too good to be true? I just want to make an extra $1,000 a month. But I mean, yeah, if I can make more, I'll be grateful for that. Okay, claiming that. No, for real, Shawan, seriously. And I love that people, they come in here and like say, hey, this is what I did. This is the shift that I made that really, because again, we all 9 times out of 10, y'all, we all kind of start off the same way. We all have those thoughts. It's completely normal. And if anybody's telling you it's not, they lying. Okay. So they said, I know how it feels to be in that waiting phase, trying everything else and still not seeing results. But trust me, things can change faster than you think. I recently made another sale and it reminded me small, consistent actions do work. If you are still waiting for your first sale, I'm here to share tips that help me get results. Just drop a comment and I'll gladly share what worked for me. No fluff, just real stuff. You're not alone. Your win is on the way. So again, people, real people, y'all. And she just posted that 13 hours ago. This person put from bankruptcy to 32K online, and they're sharing like their comeback story, how she was a 9-to-5 mom and everything like that. And again, having no experience, but just getting here and learning this training and utilizing it, implementing it, really, really changed the game for them. Vicky put 15 sales in 2 weeks. As you can see, this person said, my new side hustle turned full-time. Again, y'all, DWA has replaced so many people, myself included. Like, I mean, I still work my 9-to-5, and I do it just simply for like the insurance, if I'm being completely honest. But when I say I literally make my paycheck in a day's time from Alive, and I'm not saying that to brag or anything like that, y'all, that's what I mean. Like when I say this, and it's like minimum work for me. Yeah, I get on here and I may be on live for an hour or two, but to genuinely talk about something that I'm enjoying, that I'm actually learning from, to me, it doesn't feel like work. To create content of things that I'm already doing, playing with my kids, going to the park, going to go get something to eat, doing things like that. I'm already doing it. I'm just picking up my camera and using it as promotion, essentially. That is all you're doing in this. You do not have to be the most tech savvy person. You just have to be willing to actually go in here and learn the information. That really is how simple it is. And this is really replacing so many people's, full-time income. So many people are walking away from their jobs. I always tell people, look, it ain't never enough. So if you can have multiple side hustles, baby, have multiple side hustles. Okay, thank y'all. And this person said, I spoke in front of 1K people at Richard's Live. So this person got an opportunity. Just again, y'all, endless opportunities when it comes to DWA. This person said they hit 0 to 13K in 1 month. And they even showed like their screenshot there for reference. Person said they made $1,700 and 20. And again, we love to see a good Black girl. Okay, that always made me feel good. Ooh, she pretty too. So again, I love sharing those testimonies because I think it's important for people to see. Because again, I have invested in so many different courses and programs where it was like Amazon FBA, UGC, things like that, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be that game changing life changing thing that's going to change your life." And you see that one person do it, but I didn't necessarily always see testimonies. And I don't know. So the more people I feel like I see doing and winning this, that's what keeps me going. So that's why I always tell people, when you get in DWA, girl, definitely go in there and read them testimonies and read them on a daily. If you're feeling down, if you're like, hey, my content is not hitting how I want to, damn, I'm not getting the leads how I want to, damn, I haven't got any sales just yet, baby, stick with it. Because I'm telling you, right when that moment where you're thinking about giving up is when your breakthrough is going to come through. Like every single time, it just works like that, I promise. So diving straight into the training, y'all, this is where it goes down, essentially. Okay, this is where you're going to learn everything that you need to position yourself on social media, to make people like you, to make people subscribe to you or follow you, but also to bring in those sales, essentially. Okay, if I'm going to be completely honest. Hey, y'all, welcome in. So right here, they have like a start here module. And in here, it's just, basic kind of information, terms and conditions, community guidelines, things like that. They tell you how to utilize the school platform, how to adjust it to your experience and things like that, like your settings behind the scenes. But you're also going to have a access bot, which is one of my favorite things to talk about because it is so helpful. Thank you, sis, for the follow. I'll be sure to follow you back. But in here, y'all, and this is really what is changing the game. And this is what I mean. And this is why I'm so passionate, y'all. Like, I promise you, you can check my page, like seriously, because I know y'all, I know it's a lot of people online scamming y'all, but one thing I ain't doing is scamming. I promise you I'm not. I promise you, I'm just telling you the truth, telling you what has worked for me and what has changed my life. And I always tell people my consistency should, if that don't mean nothing to you, that should mean something. Okay. Because I show up every single day and it's like, if this wasn't working, don't y'all think I would have moved on and did something else? But seriously, just from me getting on live and talking about this is how I make, honestly, anywhere from like $400 to $3,000 a day. Seriously, okay. Some days are better than the other, but on average, 2 sales, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But this access bot in here, girl, this access bot in here. Okay. I know at this point, everybody and their mama know how to use ChatGPT, right? I know everybody and their mama know how to use ChatGPT. Y'all know how to use ChatGPT, right? I got you. New to TikTok, here to learn. Okay, welcome, sis. Look, I'm trying to look. I'm kind of fairly. I ain't gonna say I'm fairly new to TikTok too, sis, but I'm trying to learn TikTok. Okay, but I'm learning information inside of Digital Wealth Academy too. So stay tuned if you're trying to, grow your TikTok as well, because they have some great tips in here that I think that you'll be able to use. But y'all, inside of this access bot right here, will take you to ChatGPT, and it's an extension. Of course, it is an extension. I always support my people, girl. You support me, I'm gonna support you. Okay. This right here is really changing the game because you can literally have this filter to your experience inside of Digital Wealth Academy. So again, for my people that have been scared, that they like, girl, okay, I want to invest, but I'm terrified. What is going to be the first step? I'm so overwhelmed. There's so much information inside of here. Where do I start? Girl, you can literally come in here and type in, hey, it's my first day. Where do I start? And it will give you a strategy. It will tell you the modules to actually go through. Like literally, they even have some like pre-made questions in here. So like I can literally click, where do I start? And it's going to give me, hey, start in these top modules or whatever like that. Maybe you're someone that's stuck on the whole idea of like your niche and who you want to talk to or whatever like that. Baby, you can come in here and type in. Every time I get on this computer, it runs really, really slow. Me too. We all can win. Absolutely, sis. We all can. Are you a mom? I love the moms. Are you a mom? Is it? Look, I can't even spell. Bodic. Child, let me not try to read. But y'all, as you can see right here, it literally will give you a step-by-step of where to start, how to utilize DWA to see success. If you like, hey, I want to start always, because I be wanting people to see this. I'm going to say my goal is to make, let's say, I think 3K realistically. 3K my first month. What do you suggest I do? Or I can say, how do you suggest that I promote, right? And this is how simple, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all this is. Thank you, Tony, for the follow, sis. Look, I'll be sure to follow you back. Oh, you a mama 3? Oh, girl. See, I got a special place. For the mama. See, if you did not know, sis, I have my own community. And what I do, when you get Digital Wealth Academy, you also get my mentorship. So that means you'll get 2 done for you digital systems, girl, that you can start promoting today as your own. So that's the really dope part about it. But I'm actually having a free webinar. So if you're interested, feel free to sign up. You can just click under my picture, click that link. It's going to take you to my Stan Store. It literally is the first link. But I am so passionate about helping moms make money online and literally using your everyday life. I'm a mom. I don't live the most aesthetic lifestyle. But that doesn't mean that I can't make money from it. So I feel myself and I'm big. I'm like, mamas, y'all pick up y'all phones, wipe it off, wipe the back of it off, girl, and film. You washing the dishes, you unloading laundry, you fold laundry, baby, you ride in the car and you use that. And that is how you can start making money online. I was able to make my first 6 figures in 9 months with this program alone. And I don't know, sis, if you've been on my page before or anything like that, girl, go on my page and see the content that I've been posting. It ain't nothing special about it. It ain't nothing cute. Half the times I show up looking dusty and crusty, girl, but that ain't changed nothing. So I truly believe all mamas need to be getting their digital marketing back because it's probably one of the easiest side hustles. Affiliate marketing, y'all, one of the easiest side hustles. And I'm saying this as a person that has done wholesale, UGC, regular, just trying to real estate investments and things like that, baby. It be work. I get on here and get to talk to y'all and, you know what I'm saying, have a good time. So I love doing this. But as you can see, I liked how when you go in here and I was like, hey, I want to make 3K a month. It says this is doable, especially if you stay consistent and focus on a game plan. Here's a breakdown how to hit it. You'll earn $422 per sale. If y'all did not know, DWA is affiliate. So I know a lot of people, when they hear that term affiliate, they freak out and they're like, girl, ain't nobody got time for no little 10%, 20%. No, baby. It's 85%. So every time you resell DWA to other people, that is $422 a sale. And I always like to be completely honest. I mean, it's not that it's my program or anything like that, but the reason why there is a 15%, just to kind of protect the integrity of DWA, the creator decided to do that because before, when we were master resale rights, a lot of people were abusing the power as far as selling DWA for less than the price. And honestly, this program is worth $5,000, y'all, if not more. So the fact that you're getting it for $497, the fact that you're getting it, you can get started for $44 and start earning while you're learning, is game changer. So they break down the numbers for us and they say, hey, if you want to hit $3,000 a month. That's only 8 sales, y'all. 8 sales. And like I said, when I get on live, I just want to be completely honest with y'all. On average, I get anywhere from one to a low day for me is 1 to 2 sales, but sometimes it's like 4 or 5 sales. So I really want you to think about that and really kind of, do the math in your head. Like I said, I ain't trying to brag or boast, but I just want you to really realize that. So they give us a game plan a weekly action plan for your first 30 days. Complete the mindset and intro into digital marketing modules, choose your platform. So where you're going to host it, all this information is going to be inside, and they have, obviously something that you can learn from. So if you like, what do you mean choose my platform? Girl, they got modules in here that's going to go over. Okay. You're going to set up your affiliate link, announce you're launching something powerful. And this is so important because they actually have a pre-launching module in here. A huge and important skill, y'all, that a lot of people sleep on. They don't realize that they need to do. Like I told y'all, when I was trying to sell my shit and wasn't nobody buying it, I wasn't pre-launching. I just hopped on the scene and was like, hey guys, buy my products. And it was crickets. So again, they literally are giving you step by step. Then it says week 2, launch and soft promo, use story posts, faceless reels, or watch me content to attract leads. Show people what you're working on. Show people what you're doing behind the scenes and how you just invested into this program where you're learning all these skills. Because again, as much as I want to say, yeah, you can make a lot of money from DWA, the skills that you're taking away from here, y'all, game changer. And it really will allow you and position you to never be broke a day in your life. I promise you, if you're implementing what you're learning. Truly, truly, truly. So they have a faceless content, for women, for men, if that's depending on, obviously who you are. And it does say start using 1 to 2 reels per day. Okay. And kind of building up that momentum. I always say the golden number for me, and I really truly feel like this worked, and I've tested it and it worked, y'all. 3 times a day. 3 times we're gonna post 3 times a day. I don't care if that's 2 reels and 1 carousel, if that's 3 carousels, if that's 2 carousels and 1 reel. Either way, the more visibility, the better, the more eyes you're gonna get on you. But again, you genuinely sharing your experience. What are you taking away from this? Even in your first to second week, you share, hey, I haven't made any money in this, and be honest and be authentic, because that's what's going to make people, thank you, sis. That's what's going to make people really relate to you, because you are the closest to where that person who you're trying to get is. You know what I'm saying? They ain't made no money in this. They want to learn, like, can they really make money? How long did it take you to make your first sale? So again, tell the truth, be honest, and share, like, oh, even though I haven't made any money in this, the skills that I'm taking away and all the different streams of income that I'm learning inside of this program is game changer. It was definitely worth the investment, that alone. Being able to sell this to other people, honestly, is truly a plus. Okay. Because again, a lot of us have paid for so many different courses in the program, and it didn't have a resale option. If you go back to school today, it don't have no resale option. You get a degree, you get a little, cute little certificate, but you can't resell that to nobody. So really, really think about it like that. And then it says week 3, go hard on promo. So again, y'all, literally give you a step-by-step game plan, and you can keep kind of going in here, asking for more context and using it to your advantage. A lot of the people that have gotten a Digital Wealth Academy from me, I feel like since they've launched this, and since it's something that I personally have been like, hey, y'all, share this, like, for real, talk about it. Sorry, y'all, I want to make sure I'm still sharing my screen. They have been taking off a lot faster. I know people typically always like to ask, how long does it take to get your first sale? It completely is up to you. Completely up to you. I had a student that bought DWA the same day. I don't know if they just had somebody already lined up, but they got to sell the exact same day. I'm like, damn, I ain't never, really seen that. It personally took me 5 days when I got started. And I always tell people, when I got in here, they ain't had an access bot. So like, I definitely still had to go in here, which it was still fairly easy to do. I had to go in here and find the information for myself. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you are like, you have a cheat code to help you. Hey, I want to earn my first 10K. What do I need to do? It's going to literally give you the game plan. All you have to do is follow along with it. Okay. So another important skill that you're getting inside of Digital Wealth Academy is mindset training. Huge part, which honestly and truthfully is 80% of this, y'all. If you do not believe that you can do it, if you do not believe that you are worthy of making $1,000, of making 500, anything, of getting people to basically convert with you in the first place, you're going to be wasting your time. So that is really, really important. And even in that access bot, if you're someone that's going to use it and you're like, hey, what are the first like couple of modules I should go through? They're going to tell you mindset. Because a lot of people starting this, y'all, and it stems from our childhood. It stems from like the way that we grew up. For a lot of us, us thinking that it is hard to make money, or we have to kill ourselves to make money. And it's not true. So they talk about just, scarcity, like having a scarcity mindset, limited beliefs, things to talk about, because again, it could be a little, I don't know, I guess kind of scary, when you're starting something new and it's like, what do I get online talking about if I haven't got a sale? Again, Focus on the things that matters. Focus on your truth, because that is what people feel, that energy, and people know. People know when you get on your line and you talk about, well, yeah, this is how I'm making $1,000, a week or whatever. Your content is all over the place and it doesn't give brand and it doesn't, you know what I mean? So again, it all ties back into what you're talking about and what you're learning in here. So utilize it and appreciate the journey. I feel like that's not said enough. Appreciate the journey, y'all, because if your mindset is right, and as it should be, because you'll go through this mindset module, that, hey, this is just a starting point. I know eventually, yeah, I am going to say, oh, I remember when I was just, grateful to be making $1,000 or whatever like that. Now I'm making consistent 5K months. Now I'm making a consistent 10K months. Now I've branched off and created my own offer and making sales from that. So now I have multiple streams. So again, appreciate the journey, but mindset is so important, y'all. So it's definitely worth going through. And like I mentioned, everything is video instruction. So if I just kind of quickly kind of show y'all, all of these are individual little pillars that you can click on that kind of break it down, that makes it easy to digest. As you can see, like this video is 1 minute and 58 seconds long. So you can kind of get what you need and leave what you don't. I always tell people personally, definitely go in here, y'all, and go through all of it, because it's worth it. It's worth it. This is not a half-ass type of side hustle or anything like that. This is something, if you really want to like change your life and start getting like real passive income. I ain't talking about no chump change, real passive income, okay? Possibly income that's more than your 9 to 5. You can, but it's worth going through it. This is not no skip around and, oh, I bought the course, so I'm just gonna make all this money. No, you gotta be in here. You gotta be in here. I feel like honestly on the daily. I'm a mom. I have a lot on my mind, girl. It'd be a lot to be trying to remember everything. So I constantly try to come in here, refresh myself daily, because it's so much information, but it's good information, you know what I mean? And it's beneficial. They do have this intro into digital marketing. So understanding digital marketing basics. So again, this is what allows this program to be perfect for complete beginners. And when I say beginners, y'all, I mean real motherfucking beginners. I have mentored people literally from the youngest age of 16 all the way up to 67. So people that have never even really experienced social media, but people that were serious and wanted to change their situation. So if they can do it, I know you can do it as well too. But again, it definitely starts with mindset. They talk about foundation. So having a strong foundation in your business. So, because again, a lot of us have started so many different side hustles, and that's me. I'm extra new. Okay, sis, that's fine. Look, it'll be perfect for you. I'm telling you. If you look, I always tell people, if you can copy and paste, baby, and press play, you can be successful with this. But again, you just have to be, it definitely starts with mindset, and you just have to be willing to be disciplined to actually go in it. And, again, I cannot say this enough, y'all. This is not no get rich quick scheme by any means. It's definitely you going in here and applying the stuff that you learned. It ain't no skip around. It ain't no skip around. Okay. But yeah, foundation, y'all, is so important. Like when I was trying to launch my UGC products and stuff like that, I had a motherfucking foundation. I was like, I'm just doing this because I'm just trying to make some money. But I easily would get discouraged when, obviously nobody was buying my stuff or nobody was downloading things. So by me, if I would have had a stronger foundation of saying, I'm doing this because I know what it's like, for so many people to struggle and try to get their first deal or try to get their first brand deal and things like that. Having that stronger foundation will really change the game for you, and it will allow you to show up. You won't be thinking about, damn, every time I post, let me refresh and see who's watching my content, see who's downloading. No, you moving on to the next thing because your foundation is strong, and you know what you're talking about and you believe in what you're talking about. So in here, they talk about that. They even give you a checklist of how to successfully launch online. So, asking yourself like certain questions like, am I clear on who I'm talking to? Do I know who I'm talking to, or am I trying to talk to everybody? Because if you're trying to talk to everybody, maybe you ain't gonna reach nobody. So that's in there. They have this digital product crash course that teaches you how to create viral content that's going to bring people in. Obviously, that's going to bring in sales, leads, and things like that. How to scale your business 0 to 10K. And it's like it's literally 2 hours worth of content inside of this module alone. But for real, like they have this $20 million viral content strategy. He talks about mindset shifts and things like that, and it's really, really like beneficial information that can really help you. He goes over like a productivity hack and how to 10x what you're doing. We got to learn how to work smarter and harder. That includes like batching your content, repurposing content, things like that. A lot of people freak out, when they step into entrepreneurship or really just any kind of business as a whole. But once you learn how to really kind of 10x what you're doing, it's going to save you so much time, and you're going to realize, damn, I can make a lot of money in a shorter period of time versus making a little bit of money in a longer period of time. So again, these are things that can really change the game for you. Talking about how to tell your personal story and how to like tie that in with your business. Because y'all, people buy you before they buy the product. The product is cool, right? but people have to like you. You are the reason. You are that bridge that gets people like, you know what? I'm gonna take the lead because whatever Sierra was talking about, whatever, I don't know what the hell she was talking about, but I felt it. I felt it. It's something in me, and that's why I bought. I'm just being completely honest with you. Hey, Iris, I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. I know that Iris from Delaware, girl. Every time I see that, I ain't see you in a minute. How you doing, sis? Then they have this affiliate program module, and this is where once you get inside of Digital Wealth Academy, where you're going to learn how to get your affiliate link. Just kind of explaining the process again. Like I mentioned, it is 85% commission, y'all. And I know again, affiliate. I used to have my thoughts on it too because I tried to do Amazon the affiliate program, and I'm like, girl, $2. What the hell am I gonna do with $2? I'm not gonna be wasting my goddamn time for this. So that's what really changes the game about DWA. The fact that it's 85% is crazy. Like you literally are getting you're getting all the money. Okay, this ain't no $3. Okay, like I was talking about before, they do have this pre-launching module in here, and this is where you're going to learn how to build curiosity. So when you get DWA and you're worried about like, damn, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to just pop up on the scene? If you are someone that is maybe planning on like not repurposing, rebranding your personal page and things like that, hey, you might want to do a clean out or whatever like that, but then start leaving breadcrumbs in your stories. Hey y'all, I'm working on this new thing. Hey y'all, I just started this new side hustle and I can't wait to share it with you. Things like that really will build curiosity, y'all, because people are nosy. People are so nosy and they want to know what you're doing. And if they see that you're consistent at something, they're like, damn, okay, let me see what you're doing. Okay. And that's how you bring people in. I know I'm good, working hard. I need to change my mindset. Yes, Iris, what's going on, sis? And then, like I was mentioning before, once you get Digital Wealth Academy, girl, you're going to need a storefront to host and sell your digital products. So they do go over different store options that you have. With DWA being an affiliate, these are the affiliate options that you can use. So they have beacons. I always tell people personally, start with beacons because it is a free option, a free website that you can use. And you can use it for other reasons as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you just have been wanting to have a website, this is a great starter website to use, and they walk you through step by step. So it's very detailed in here. You won't feel lost or confused to try to have to figure it out. And again, y'all, one thing that I also like to say, because I know a lot of people be like, girl, I can find all this information on YouTube. You can, but the fact that you would have to go through so many different videos and try to remember the information, you're trying to take notes. I love the fact that you have all of this, you can watch it on your phone, on your iPad, on the go. I do it all the time and listen to this information. I've tried to go through all of it multiple times. And then I also try to follow back up with just listening to it like an audiobook because I want to continue making money online. Let me be honest. I want to continue to be a resource for so many other people and them starting their journeys as well. So, again, it's not about knowing every single thing inside of here, y'all, because you didn't create this program. And that's the kind of the perk of affiliate marketing. You are just essentially spreading the word. You know what I mean? So just like if you think about anytime you telling your homegirl, hey, go check out that restaurant or go check out this or go check out that, and they do it and they spend their money, that was a form of affiliate marketing. You just didn't get paid for it. So that's the really cool thing. You're just spreading the word of the skills that you're learning, that you're taking away from DWA and how it can help people. So they have all those different options in there. Another skill that you're going to learn about, which is a lot of people sleep on in their businesses, and I don't care if you got a physical business, a digital product business, or whatever, is email marketing. Utilizing this to scale your business, y'all, can really change the game. And just to kind of give you an example, I always like to provide examples. Something as simple as hitting people's pain points from an email, it always makes people think. When people think of holidays and things like that, there is a psychological piece in everybody's brain. Like I was talking about this on live yesterday. So many moms, are prepping for their kids to go back to school. So it's like if a mom's seen an email saying, oh, you ready to earn some back to school money, or, something like that, it's going to immediately grab her attention because she's like, hell yeah, shit, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to pay for all these unnecessary ass school supplies. So things like that is a great way to implement email marketing in your strategy. I personally thought like it was for old people, but then I was like, no, email give me all the goddamn time. Thank you for the roses. I'm like, emails do be getting me all the time. Them Fashion Nova emails, them Bath and Body Work emails, baby. Child, buy one, get one. Look, get two free. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm on my way. So utilizing this in your business can really change the game and can really bring in people. And you'll be surprised. People will sit back and watch you for a while. They may download some of your free products, but once you have their name and their email, you sending out emails on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, can bring them in and finally get people to convert. So that's a skill that you're going to learn in there. They also talk about how to build trust with your audience. Again, another important skill that a lot of people don't really think about. They're just like, oh, as long as my content is pretty and I'm consistent, that's all that matters. But no, showing up saying, hey, y'all, I get on live every day at 12 o'clock or at 5 p.m. I'm going to be here or whatever. That's a form of building trust. hosting a Q&A on your Instagram to answer questions and be a resource for people, that's a form of building trust. So there are so many different ways to build trust with your audience. And again, once you build and trust people, people have to like you, trust you, and then they convert and they buy from you. So great information in there. Inside of this content vault here, this is why this is a done for you digital marketing system. They give you flyers and templates that you can use and promote. Put them in your story, implement them in your reel, and it has DWA branding already on it. So the work is done for you. Again, your job is just honestly to get on here. If you decide that you want to do this faceless or face forward, but just show and share your truth, share your story. Don't get on here and be trying to be like, oh guys, passive income, it's really changing the game for some motherfuckers is tired of them generic ass responses, okay? Tell the truth. Hey, girl, my husband was working 2 goddamn full jobs. Girl, I was out here feeling like I was a single mama. And I said, you know what? I need to do something else. So I invested in the program that I heard everybody was talking about. I was a little skeptical. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. But you know what? Once I seen so many people saying that they could win, I was like, I have to, take this leap of faith. And I'm doing it. And I'm so glad that I did. Sharing your story like that instead of saying, hey guys, digital marketing is the trending industry and everybody wants to do it and you should do it too. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care, y'all. Tell your truth and be honest. Why are you doing this? And again, if you haven't got a sale, say that and tell that, because I'm telling you, I got really honestly, the first couple of my sales came from me saying, hey, I haven't got a sale yet, y'all. But at the same time, I'm sticking with it and I'm going to be consistent with it because this shit is the stuff that I'm learning in here. Game changer. And I'm telling you, it was worth the investment. It was worth the investment. They do go over branding. This is where you can find like the DWA logo. So you can customize it. So you'll be able to add it to you. Hey, Tori, welcome in. Happy Monday, sis. So you can customize it, add it to your website. And just again, building a powerful brand, a brand that's going to make you stand out online. So having a tagline, having that personal kind of little persona about you. You know what I mean? What makes you stand out? You ain't trying to blend in. If you're trying to blend in and sit back in the cut, baby, you ain't gonna take off in this. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The whole point is for you to be yourself, but really capitalize on that personality and share that with people, okay? Because that is what makes people buy, y'all. People have to like you before they buy anything from you, okay? Attraction marketing, how to create content and word things and put hooks on videos that are gonna bring people in, that are gonna attract people in to essentially, again, download your offer, download that freebie or that ebook or something that you're offering. Things like that. You have to learn how to create and speak that way and talk that way in your captions, on your hooks and things like that. Selling in your stories. Another great skill that you're going to learn. And people be really sleeping on them stories, girl. That is your time to be personal. Again, people get into this and they feel like, oh my God, I have to be so professional and like corporate whatever. No, girl, get on there and be yourself. Tell your truth. Hey, y'all, I just busted my ass trying to film this content because this is the behind the scenes. It makes people like you. It makes people like, damn, she's relatable. I'm clumsy too. I go through things too. You can sell in your story that way, okay? Things like just sharing like, hey, y'all, I'm batching my content. I really don't know what I'm doing, but inside of DWA, they're teaching me how to do it. So I'm sharing this with y'all. People want to see behind the scenes. Selling in your DMs, another great way to make a lot of sales and make people convert and buy from you. Getting personal. Thank you, Tori. Sending voice notes is really a game changer. That's one thing that I can honestly say I think is a huge part of my of how I get a lot of sales, y'all. I don't just be like, oh girl, I'm so glad you want to get DWA. Here's the link. No, I'm like, hey girl, how are you? Are you a mom? How long have you been looking for ways to make money online? Like people, especially in this economy that we're going through, y'all, people want to know like they're not a number. You know what I mean? And that's how I genuinely feel about anybody that I help. Like you're not a number. That's why I give you my personal business line. That's why I check up on you and make sure that you are, sticking with it. Because some people they do be falling off. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are. But at the same time, it's important to have that long lasting, relationship. And they talk about that in selling in your DMs because again, people like to feel like, damn, she cared just a little bit. You know what I mean? Even if she really don't, she made me feel like she care. Okay. So if you are someone who's like, girl, I want to get started. I want to do this, but I don't know because I don't want to show my face. I don't want people in my business. You can absolutely do this completely faceless. That is the way that I started out because I too had tried so many different side hustles and I didn't want my family in my business and judging me or, my friends and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start the faceless route. And y'all, even faceless, I seen sales. I had success with that as well. But I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I was working 10 times harder just because that building that trust with people and not knowing like, okay, whose faces is people want to see your face. People want to like feel like they can touch you. People want you to be like in a living room. You know what I mean? And not saying that you can't be successful with faces. I just think you can take off a lot faster being face forward. Again, sharing your story or whatever. But there are so many different creative ways to be a faceless creator and make money from it. So there are a couple of faceless creators in here that have made $1 million with DWA. So don't sleep on it. Have a great day, everyone. Got to get back to work. I'll check your bed. Okay. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. I appreciate you. So inside of here, they show you, and it's very, very detailed, girl. So again, you won't feel kind of lost or confused of how to, reach your, how to figure out your niche and your target audience, how to market, things that you type of lingo and things that you should say, as far as being faceless. And again, to kind of still give it that personal vibe, and everything like that. So girl, if you want to do faceless, like I said, I'm always going to say, you got to work 10 times harder. But can it be done? It definitely can. And also on the back page, I'm going to show y'all, they do have a face forward AI option where you can create your own twin, like a version of you. They show you how to like go in there, take pictures of yourself so it can really look like you. And I say, if you're going to go faceless, go that route. So at least it is you. So if you do decide you might pop up on the scene or whatever like that, you can do that. But even with getting on live, just like how I have my camera set up right now on TikTok, being a faceless creator, this is how you would just get on. You would just start your live this way. So again, if you want to do it that way, you definitely can. But I'm gonna tell you all day, go face forward. Okay. They have these done for you reels in here that comes with like hooks and everything like that. I really feel like you don't need to use these, but if you want to, they're in there for you to use. For the guys, they do have a module catered strictly to you for marketing. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can learn all things marketing there. All things Instagram. So if you are someone that has just like, man, I've been stuck at 100 followers on Instagram. I've been struggling on Instagram. Hell, I want to get brand deals. I want to get on PR, a list. I just want to stand out and finally grow. This module is helping so many people, really get their numbers up, start reaching those non-followers, and so they can actually finally start growing on Instagram. So if you just want to grow on Instagram, DWA is worth that alone, because that can turn into so many other opportunities for you as well. And it's very, 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 very motherfucking detailed, as you can see. Okay. Also, they have, hold on, y'all, sorry, I'm working too, okay? Also, they have this digital product guide in here, and this is showing you step-by-step of how to create your own digital product. So if you are someone that's kind of been like, man, I've been wanting to create this ebook, or I've had a lot of people lately been telling me they want to like create their kind of like a memoir ebook and everything like that, but they just don't know where to get started. This is going to be great for you because they show you how to use Canva and use all of the tools and resources inside of there to create that whatever digital product you want. So if you don't know how to use Canva, that's okay, because they have a Canva module in here as well. But step by step as far as creating your own. So that can be another stream of income for you outside of Digital Wealth Academy. Okay. They have this viral reel system module where you're going to learn a step-by-step formula to creating the most viral type of content. One thing I like to always tell people, y'all, do not focus on going viral. Do not focus on going. I haven't been, honestly, none of my content in regards to talking about digital products and making money online has ever went viral. Okay, but that has not changed the fact that I've made over 6 figures in this business module. It does not change the fact that I make sales typically almost daily, you know what I'm saying, with my content. So again, the focus is not necessarily going viral. The focus should be getting your content to convert. But because, I ain't gonna lie, that sounds, it sounds good when you hear viral reel system. This module in here really helps you kind of break down the idea, how to really think about like transformational type of content that's going to bring people in, that's going to bring in themselves, So again, even though it says viral, y'all, I just like to always tell people, girl, don't think about viral. Fuck being viral. Shit, what you gonna do? Okay, you went viral, so what? What we gonna do with it? Okay, because sometimes a lot of people go viral for the wrong things, and then then your audience is like, okay, bitch, I thought you were gonna keep posting that type of content, and then you don't, and then you go back to posting other type of content, and it's like, kind of what was the point? So focus on the message being clear and you converting. That is the important thing. If it happens to go viral, great, but that's not my hopes and dreams and all that, baby. If I reach 300 people and 200 of them buy, baby, I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? So really, really think about that. Content creation as a whole, y'all, is just so important. It's the fastest way to get visibility on you, your brand, or whatever it is that you're trying to do online. So they do cover a lot of that in here with everything is reels, content creations, things like that. They even have this French content bank. Again, another thing that you don't have to use if you are someone that is interested in getting Digital Wealth Academy and you want to go the faceless route and you need like some content, let me know. I always try to give people faceless. I have melanin content, baby, white people content. I got all that for you. So I always give that. But again, you can use what's in there if you want, but to each his own. Okay. They do have CapCut editing. So, a lot of what you're going to be doing in reference to promoting DWA or whatever your own offer, if you decide that you want to use DWA to create your own offer, sell your own ebook guide, whatever, a lot of it is going to come from you probably uploading reels and things like that. Now you can edit in Canva, use that and just upload like the video to your social media platform, add a little trending sound. But a lot of people use CapCut, so they do have this in there. So if you have been like kind of terrified, like, girl, I don't know how to edit, they do have like basic editing skills in here that you can use. So no excuse on why you can't edit no more. Okay. They also have photography and videography, and you can use these skills that you learn from here. Not only are you learning like actual skills to start a photography business or a videography business, but it's helpful even as a content creator to learn different settings and things like that. So if you want to kind of like up your game, with your content creation, the quality of your content and things like that, that will be beneficial for you to go through. Now, here are these two modules that they recently added for Face Forward AI. Again, if you are someone that is like, man, I'm ready to get started, but I don't want to show my face, I think that this is a great option for you. They literally walk you through step by step of how to create your AI twin. So literally like from taking the pictures of yourself and getting multiple angles and things like that, so you can create your AI twin, so you can work smarter, not harder. I think it's great. I personally don't like use AI like that, but like I said, for my girlies that are shy and are terrified, this is great option for you, and literally walk you through step by step the different generators that you can use. As you can see, like right here, literally the step gathering your photos, okay, adding credits to your account and things like that, and like different. They do like use different like I said, generators that you use. Like I use a site called OpenAR. What is it called? Open Art AI. I don't know why I couldn't get that out, y'all. So that's the site that I use, but she gives you a site that you can use in here. And then they even give you know how like if you've played with AI before, y'all, my bad, I didn't mean to do that. But you know how you play with AI before, and like sometimes if you're doing a little too much, it'll give you like 18 fingers and 2 toes and stuff like that. Inside of this module here, they show you how to like fix that, change that, and like make your AI twin look a lot more believable. Because sometimes that's I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, that's the shit that be scaring me. I don't like it. But I would say in your business, there are going to be times where you're going to create flyers and things like that. Hey, cuz, how are you? There are going to be times where, you're going to be creating flyers and different promo things and stuff like that. And so sometimes you don't have time, especially as mom, girl. I don't be having time to be doing no goddamn photo shoot and stuff like that. Maybe it's like, it'd be too much going on. Either maybe my hair don't be done, or I got a bump on my face and I don't have time. So I think it's great. I think it's great to use AI for like a photo shoot, things like that, headshots and stuff like that. As long as I just be wanting people to be honest. If that shit don't look like you, don't be uploading that shit. Okay. But again, if you want to just completely create somebody else, like maybe using your features and create like a whole separate twin. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. You can do that. But again, y'all, I have my thoughts on it. But if you want to learn it, girl, you're gonna learn it in here. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna never get on here and lie to you. Okay. Really a lot of information that you're gonna learn inside of here. But they do, Tori. They be, girl, it be for real. I'm like, I do not have 18 fingers. What the hell is going on? So like I was mentioning before, they do have this Canva Essential. I am still like going through this because I'm utilizing it as well, because it is very, very detailed. So again, if you are someone that's like, girl, I don't know how to use Canva, I'm scared to use Canva, whatever, baby, you ain't got no excuse, because they're showing you how to do it in here. Another side hustle that you can kind of start, and literally it could be like zero cost for you starting out, is print on demand. And if you use a site like Printify, which they talk about inside of here, I'm gonna show y'all in a second, you can go on Canva, y'all, and literally go in there and design. Again, back to school is kind of like a big thing right now. So going inside Canva and typing in like, I don't know, like maybe you wanted to create a coffee mug or something like that for teacher, or, things like that. You learn, again, all of this information I'm telling y'all is stuff that I have learned from DWA. You have to learn how to play up on what's going on in the world, what's relevant, what's trending right now, and create ideas, products, content around that, because that's what's going to bring people, and that's what's going to, essentially make people buy from you. But you can go into Canva and like do mock-ups of like t-shirts, coffee cups, endless. There's so many endless opportunities, and print on demand is a great way, because you don't have to worry about shipping the product. You can let the site do it for you. You're going to learn how to automate your business using ManyChat and other tools. You can automate your business using like Sandstorm and things like that. So making the process a lot easier for you. When you hear people say making money in their sleep, you truly can, because it's like, for example, if you post a piece of content and it's like, hey, comment the word DWA if you're ready to, invest in yourself today, right? I post that content at say 7 o'clock at night. I'm asleep. Somebody sees that piece of content. they comment that word, boom, the link goes straight to them. They're not waiting on me to respond back to them. So automating your business can really be really, really helpful. I will say, because again, I'm always gonna tell y'all the truth. I ain't gonna never try to lie to y'all or tell y'all or been whatever. I love automating my business for certain type of things, like for free offers. Like for example, I have a webinar that I'm hosting this Thursday. So like something like that, I'll do auto replies. But again, people really appreciate y'all a personal connection and you taking the time to really understand what they're going through and why they want to get started. And also another thing that I like to always, ask people in general, like, yeah, I make money in this daily, but at the same time, I always want to make sure, is the person ready? Sis, are you operating? I don't want you to spend your last $44 or $125 to do this because I don't want you to operate out of desperate energy and like, oh my God, I got to make money by tomorrow. I got to make money by tomorrow, because it's going to leave you in that cycle of desperation. And you're going to be constantly looking at your content, constantly wondering, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? It's never going to happen. So I always tell people like, sis, are you in a position? Are you good? You cool? This is something that, you should be like, okay, maybe I got a bonus or something like that. Or maybe I do have this money to, because it's an investment, you know what I mean? And it's what you put in it is what you get out of it. So I always like to say that or whatever like that. Automating your business is completely fine, but still get to know people and make sure that they're good and that they're ready to get started and that this is a good time for them. I find myself talking a lot of people out of that, be ready. Hey, Sierra, I want to buy it right now. I'm ready. You got me hooked. Like, girl, I want to get it. And I'm like, okay, but let's talk about your home life situation. Do you have time? This ain't no 2 hours a day or whatever like that. No, y'all. This is something that you're constantly going to be working on your business. You're trying to get life-changing numbers, life-changing money. Okay. So it's not no little, just an hour a day. You can, no, it's not. No, it's not. You got to go in here, learn this information and implement the information. Okay. You're going to learn how to maintain loyal customers, which again, so important. Building offers to continue to build up on offers and things like that to keep people coming, allowing people to be loyal to you, people coming in your lives, constantly supporting you and things like that. That comes from there. How to legally protect your business. You're going to learn more about affiliate marketing and how you can make money with that, which is essentially another stream of income outside of the affiliate side of DWA. Everything TikTok. So if you have been wanting to learn TikTok, it's been kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. I be trying to go through TikTok and everything like that and learn from people on there. But I do like, again, that I have these modules in here that I can kind of come back in and rely on and learn from there. Learning how to convert on TikTok live and make money that way. So these three things right here is three different streams of income. UGC, if you are someone that wants to learn how to create UGC content, you do not have to have a following. You do not have to have a large following. You can start creating content for brands and get gifted product and even start turning that into potential like brand deals from brands. So great information in here. A very, very, very detailed course, y'all. It's literally over 60 different pillars of information here. So you'll learn how to film the content. You'll learn how to reach out to brands, where to find the brands, literally all the different ways, like the do's and don'ts of what you should do via UGC. When brands try to hit you back and be like, oh, we only offering paid, we only offering gifted products right now in exchange for you creating content. No, learning how to negotiate and learning how to like really kind of negotiate your worth in this is what they talk about inside of there. Also, if you are interested in creating your own course, y'all, creating courses and things like that are really changing the game. There are so many people in there. You would be surprised for the simplest things, y'all. People want instruction. Like, honestly, not that I'm saying school is going out of style, but it lightweight feels like if people want information instantly, and it's like you are gifted and knowledgeable in something and you can turn it into a course. It could be how to be a better mom. It could be how to be a better wife, how to potty train your toddler, how to bake a cake, how to get your real estate license, everything like that. Taking your knowledge that you have and putting it inside of a program will allow you, and that's the beauty of what digital marketing is, to sell something over and over and over and over. It don't have no expiration date. So that's the really cool thing about it. They talk about that in there and how you can do that. So if you're interested, that is a great like I think this is a great resource to use. I personally use this to launch my own course in my mentorship community for my mom's called the Mompreneur Method, and that is what I'm having the webinar. So if you're interested, girl, sign up for the webinar this Thursday. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a good time, and I got a special surprise if you stay all the way to the end of the webinar. Also, they have high ticket sales. And it's a high ticket sales masterclass, and they just go over just mastering the art of a sale. A lot of people get it in their head like, girl, how am I going to be able to sell a $500 product? Baby, selling a $500 product, a lot of people, and I didn't know this either, is it equivalent to getting somebody to download free? What makes people move? What makes people want to convert. Again, when people tell me all the time, oh girl, I just can't afford it or whatever like that, my focus is I'm not concerned about the people that can't afford DWA. My concern is for the people that can. So again, it's kind of a little tough love when we talk about things like that, but learning how to leverage high ticket and low ticket items, again, sometimes people won't even download your free product, let alone a $500 product. So again, that always ties back into that knowing, that liking, and that trusting you. Okay. Like I was mentioning before, they do have drop shipping in here. So again, another stream of income outside of you being able just to resell DWA. So you do not have to get DWA just to resell it. You can use all these other side hustles in here. And also, I always tell people every single one of these modules would be great. Obviously you could probably maybe condense the information. Don't copy word for word, y'all. But if you have been wanting to start a YouTube channel, you're like, well, I really don't know what to talk about. Well, girl, if you bought Digital Wealth Academy, start recreating these type of topics, because these videos are helpful. People want this information, hence why they put it inside of DWA in the first place. And you can get monetized on YouTube just from you creating this type of content. And you literally have a cheat sheet of how to start a drop shopping business. Like, you know how many people want to learn that information, and the fact that it's on YouTube for free, but it's going to bring in people. It's going to get more people to subscribe to you. And again, possibly even get you monetized on YouTube a lot faster. People need to be served, y'all. That is the key to making money online. That's the fastest way. Oh, hey, Christy, congratulations. Sis, make sure you read the email, sis. And make sure you schedule your call with me. Give yourself a few days to go through DWA. But congratulations, y'all. I don't know how to do all the clappings and stuff like that, but I don't know if you were in the TikTok, but I just seen your Stand Store notification come through. So sis, I'm so excited for you to get started. If you are a mom, I don't know if you're a mom, but if you are, the link in there, you'll get access to my mentorship community as well, the Mompreneur Method. But I'm so excited for you to get started, sis. They have ChatGPT for business in here, y'all. And this is where you can learn how to use ChatGPT to scale your business. Okay, y'all, stop thinking ChatGPT is Google, because it's not. It's your personal assistant. So use that bitch so you can work in 10x your strategy, so you can get to the bag a lot faster. They even included some wellness training in here and like workouts. So they have like leg day, arm day and stuff like that if you're interested. Again, and as you can see, I've been through it, y'all, but I ain't been through it, okay? Because I was like, okay, I ain't got none of that equipment, so what the hell? But again, great information in there. You can learn how to monetize on Pinterest. So again, another side hustle, y'all, that you're learning with inside of DWA. Learn how to monetize with YouTube, Amazon, all these other side hustles included with DWA, and that's really what changes the game. Print on demand, network marketing, how to blend two businesses, the art of influencing. So if you want to become an influencer, if that's something that you've been wanting to do for a while, but you're like, girl, I really truthfully don't know where to start. Again, a very detailed module that's going to help you. Okay, my computer did it freeze. Okay, I was like, girl, what the hell is going on? Of how to do it. Like they talk about how to get brand deals, how to create viral content, how to shoot, things like that. Content pillars. What type of content are you going to be creating and things like that? Hey T, how are you? UFC fighters have school communities, they teach nutrition. I know, ain't that crazy, Sabrina? I'll be seeing that. I'm like, you can literally create a community, y'all, in a course on anything, and people will buy it. Like seriously, this is one chick that I follow. And I had met her from she's like from DWA, but she ended up branching off, and she's a woman, but she's teaching men how to like find the woman of their dreams. It's crazy. Like, I mean, so many different ways to make money online, y'all. And I know you may be thinking, it's dumb, this is stupid or whatever. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. So just like how they have the men's marketing, they also have men's branding on this last page as well. And then they even include these done for you ebooks and guides that you can resell as your own. So again, so many different side hustles within DWA. So rather you take the pathway of, reselling the program, you can do that. That was the route that I personally took. Because honestly, it was kind of like lazy and minimum effort. They give me done for you content in here that I could use, flyers and stuff that I would just post in my story and continue to post them over and over and over and over. And that is the route that I chose. But again, now that I've been in this now for a little over a year, I decided to use that, how to create your own course. And I created my own community and my own mentorship, because the key to digital marketing, like I was saying, like with serving is, figuring out people's problems. When I first got in DWA, y'all, I would come through in this community tab and I would look at the common problems that people have. And I started noticing, like, for example, people didn't know how to set up their Stand Store. And so I was like, well, shit, I'm going to create a little, a little link on my page of, hey, I'll set up your Stand Store for you. Give me your brand colors. Let me know what you want. And I'm going to set it up. And I started making a lot of money from that way. So again, once you get inside of a community like DWA, it truly should get the wheels rolling in your head and get you going as far as like, man, there's so many different ways that I can make money. Damn, I can help people set up their stand store. Oh yeah, I can resell DWA. Damn, I can learn how to monetize on YouTube. Damn, I can learn how to start a print on demand business. I can learn about network marketing, things like that. So again, you have so many different ways to go. And honestly, the goal should be multiple streams. Like I'm kind of a lazy girl. And I was like, you know what? DWA is my high ticket, like, you know what I mean, item. So I just resell it. I resell it over and over and over and over. And like I said, I've continued to resell this program over now a year. It's not at the door. Oh no, he's delivering our packages, baby. It's okay. So yeah, so that's that. Before I get off of here, I wanted to quickly, y'all, I was gonna show y'all how I do this carousel post, but baby, I ain't gonna have time because I didn't went longer than I thought I was. But I wanted to quickly, like I mentioned, inside of DWA, how they have that module of how to create your own course and how so many people are creating and launching their own offers, y'all. And this is really like, I don't know, like it just really gives you that sense of like kind of like freedom. Like, don't get me wrong, I love DWA. I will always sell it because I believe in it. It really changed the game for me and gave me all the skills that I'm able to, launch my own offer. But to be able to again have something of your own is also game changer too. If you're in that position where that's something that you wanted to do, like, man, I'm knowledgeable. I'm a life coach. I want to help young women or young girls. You can create a course. You can create your own course, and the school platform is a great place to do that. I think it's the most functional because I bought different courses and programs, and I hate that you have to like go through everything in order. I love that you can jump around and kind of get what you need and leave what you don't. So this is my program, the Mompreneur Method. And what I did was I wanted to take like a lot of the skills. I know, baby. I wanted to take a lot of the high income skills and that training that was inside of Digital Wealth Academy, because what I had noticed, again, that problem, I need to learn how to find the man of my dreams. Let me know when you find it. No, let me go back. I'm seeing more communities, and there are so many that you would never. Exactly. I'm telling y'all, like, the things that I just be like, girl, okay, but you know what? And they be having members. So, I mean, if you want to, this is a girl that I used to mentor. She's doing her own thing now. She started a vegan community of like taking the steps to become vegan. And like her stuff is doing amazing. Like her community is doing amazing. I'm like, things that you would never think about, y'all. Never ever think about. It's crazy. But so I wanted to create a space for moms to again learn that, girl, that mompreneur is already within you. You're, you know what I'm saying, being able to manage motherhood. You ain't have no manual to try to figure this out, but you did. So you can learn how to make money online. And again, you don't have to be aesthetic. You don't have to have all these fancy things or whatever like that in order to create content. No, sharing your everyday life, y'all, because I'm telling you, the average person that you're trying to get to buy from you is a regular schmegular person, and they can relate more to regular things. So the people that be thinking, oh, the G-Wagons and the going to Dubai and that type of content, yeah, it's pretty and it's easy on the eyes, but at the same time, for a lot of people, now that people consume so much content, it's not relatable for them. So being relatable, being your true self is what's going to bring in people, what's going to bring in sales, what's going to keep people coming, keep people watching, keep people liking, keep people following you, all that. Okay. So I go over a lot of just like basic, skills that you need: branding, marketing, how to sell, and how to be more productive as a mom. So that's what I cover inside of here. And, I was really big on just creating a sacred space because as a mom, yeah, it's great to, be able to start this business, but I need support. I want to talk about the things that I'm going through. So every Tuesday we have a weekly call where I get on there and I just really just kind of just listen and give other women the opportunity to really show that, like, girl, you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. And inside there, we do go over like, Instagram audits and things like that. But it's just a really laid back and chill vibe of like cool ass mamas, that's, again, going through the same thing that you're going through. So if I hop into the classroom really quickly, as you can see, y'all, pink and black and white, those are like my brand colors. You see the brand, it all ties in. You go on my page, you see how it all ties in. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. You can't be all over the place and just posting random shit. Tie it in, girl. Okay. And I talk about that in there. But I'm big on like prayer, affirmations, and everything like that. So this is kind of like faith led. I got to talk about mindset, girl, because if you don't believe in yourself, you don't think you worthy, you ain't gonna get nowhere. So we cover that. I go over really how to personalize your ChatGPT, and I show you step by step how to do that and use it to become your digital assistant, not just for your business, but for your personal life. I use ChatGPT to plan my day, my week, to plan my meals, things like that. I do. I always say it's getting a little out of hand, but baby, you better use what you can, okay? Also selling is probably one of my strongest skills. I feel like at this point I can pretty much sell anything. So I wanted to put all of my knowledge in that sales psychology inside of a module so moms can use it to not only be able to sell MPM, but whatever offer. If you have Digital Wealth Academy, if you have your own program or whatever like that, you'll be able to learn how to sell, but you need to learn sales psychology because the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you position yourself is what makes people buy, y'all. Okay. Like people can say to you, hey girl, you want to get this? It costs let me think just something quick on my feet. Girl, this is $100. You should get this right now. It's only $100, it's only $100. Girl, if you don't get this right now, it's a steal. The fact that it's only $99.99, y'all, is a steal, game changer. Things like that are psychological triggers that make people move, y'all. The way you show up online and things like that. Again, me going back to that wording of talking about things that are going on in the world. Oh, it's back to school, summer break. Oh, you want to make some money right in time before Christmas and things like that. Playing off of what people are going through on a daily basis really ties into the sales psychology, and you need to learn that if you're trying to do anything online. Okay, we go over branding, marketing, digital marketing basics. I give you like how to start off with a strong foundation, giving you a checklist of how you should show up before you even start talking about your offer online. You know, I got to include live streaming because I know so many people be so scared. Oh, you putting lip gloss on? I love it. So many moms I know are so afraid to, get on live stream or whatever like that. But y'all, live stream is where the money is. That I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Just like I was on live right now, y'all, I just made $422 that quick. Just me talking about and reading what's on the screen. So if I can do that, I know you can do it too, sis. But you can't be nervous. You can't be scared. And it's like, so what? And if you don't want to show your face, baby, you see how I got the camera around on TikTok. I mean, I know y'all can see me on YouTube, but I'm just saying. Ooh, girl's pretty. I love it. Okay, here you go. Why you put that same dress back on? Okay. How to set up your store. So again, setting up your online store, and y'all, the training in here is like training that you have never seen. I promise you, if you are looking for a structured Google Doc type of training, this is not it. I talk to you as if you're having a conversation with your homegirl, so it's easier to learn. As moms, we got a lot going on, baby. We are always, I feel like, in teaching mode, teaching mode, teaching mode. So it's like I don't have time to become a student. So I wanted to create again a community, a space where it's like, okay, this is just me learning. Okay. And old girl would just put me on. It ain't structured. I gotta be glued to the screen. I can listen to this on the go. I can listen to this on the car ride. As moms are getting ready to take their babies back to school, you in the carpool line, whatever like that, you can listen to it on the go. When you going on that walk because you're trying to get that body right. Okay. Put your AirPods in, girl, and listen to this training and learn it and start implementing it because it's going to help you get your first sale, possibly launch your own digital product, your own course, your own community, if that's something that you want to do. So again, I was really, really big on that because I don't learn. It's hard for me personally to learn like I'm a student. Talk to me like I'm just a regular person, okay? Cuss at me a little bit, put a little fire under my ass. So that's what I do inside of here. I teach you how to legally protect your business. I go over email marketing and how to utilize that, editing, how to become more productive as a mom, things like, having a top 3 method, implementing a God-led routine, and, really just being more of a planner, y'all. I used to be like, okay, planning is like, it's so like corny. It's so like, who does that? But once I started planning my day and being more productive and putting my day in time slots and things like that, I really like shifted everything about my life. And that's the thing, y'all. If you are someone that is ready to start making a lot more money than what you're used to, it starts with the shift. You have to become a completely different person. Okay. So I talk about that in there. I do go over Instagram, YouTube, how to hit your first 1K and start getting paid, Canva. And then I even have these PLRs in here included. So if you don't know what a PLR is, that is a private label rights. So like ebooks, guides, courses, things like that somebody already put together that you can sell as your own. So another stream of income that you can do outside of reselling MPM is you can come in here and sell these ebooks separately, bundle them together, or even create you a vault that you can put on your site to offer all of these digital products to somebody. So again, y'all, stop thinking that digital marketing, affiliate marketing is a scam, because it's not. You really can learn from it. And yes, people do create products that you can sell as your own and just get on here and market them. And like I said, what you're doing essentially when it comes to marketing is, I truthfully say, just being yourself. I film things that I have to film anyway, or that I'm going to be doing anyway. Me, again, doing my laundry, me driving in the car, me walking, you know what I'm saying? Typing on the computer, baby. This is a video right here. Okay, boom. Like, that's how simple it is. But again, it all starts with mindset. It all starts with you believing in yourself. But again, I am having a free webinar. So like I said, if you are a mom and you've been on the fence, you've been nervous, you don't know, like, girl, I want to, I really do, I do, but I'm just scared. Girl, hop into this webinar with me on Thursday, July 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It won't be long or anything like that. Hopefully, it's going to be like 45 minutes or less, but I'm going to be giving you the behind. And I'm just telling you now, if y'all used to go into them webinars where people be showing y'all, oh my God, I bought this car, I went to here, I went to there, baby, it's not that. That's one thing I know that people do not care about. They used to always piss me off about people. I'm like, okay, bitch, I see what you was able to do. Now, I always try to share people things that I've been able to do, like, finally get a trust. I'm working on trying to like double down and pay off my house and things like that. But at the same time, that's not your personal life, your life. So I know that you don't care. Yes, I've been able to get out there. Yes, I've been able to finally fix my credit and things like that. But the thing that I've taken away from this most is being able to be a resource. I constantly always, as much as I play around, I have always prayed and asked God to use me to help others, and especially help other women, and especially moms, and it's so funny that I was terrified to even be a mom, y'all. I didn't want to be a mom because of my upbringing and how I grew up, and for it to literally be my brand and who I am today is crazy. And it just lets you know that God will use you in a way that you never would think. And I'm just grateful to be, a part of so many different women's story and their starting point of them finally making that shift and them finally believing in themselves. Because sometimes it just takes that somebody believing in you and saying that you can do it. And again, ain't nothing more than working a 9 to 5, y'all. I still work my 9 to 5, but at the same time, with everything that we got going on, everything that's going on in this world and what's going to happen at the end of this year, child, if you don't find you a way to make passive income, okay, just again, passively, if it is just $1,000 extra a month, it's better than something, than nothing. So again, like, look into it for yourself. If it's with me, I'll be happy to help you. Like I said, I offer Digital Wealth Academy, and my course caters strictly to moms, the mompreneur method. And when you get DWA, you get MPM absolutely free. But if you are interested in go ahead and making that step into MPM, girl, it's just $77. And this program is 100% resellable. So again, once you get in here, there is no upselling or anything like that. You're in there. You have lifetime access to this community. You can attend the weekly calls, which I hope that you do, and get in there and like, for real, chop it up with us, because we be having a good little time. Thank y'all. It's perfect to listen when you're working out or driving. Yeah, I love that, right? That's why, and that's what I was big on too. Like, y'all, it's so funny. A lot of the content inside of NPM that I recorded, I'm like really I'm hiding from her ass, really. I'm in my closet recording, but it's real testimonials. It's real like strategies that I not only did I use for myself, but I use for other people. Hey, Edward, how you doing? That I use for other people. And once I seen, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I was in my head too when I first got started, but then when I started mentoring people, I'm like, hey, do this, do that, and we were trying out different things, and I would do it. Okay, it worked for me. Okay, maybe this is just a fluke. Then it worked for this person. Then it worked for this person. Then it worked for this person. I was like, you know what? Let me just compile all this information, because I'm a big note taker, and so I'm an old lady, y'all. I note take everything. Okay, they say note takers is money makers. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just put all of this inside, because it's working. When people are following along and doing, what I'm kind of telling them to do, essentially, is working. So this need to be going, and then so many of my students would tell me like, girl, you need to launch your own course or whatever like that. But again, my heart, maybe one day I will launch something, bigger and that is for everybody. But I just have a special place in my heart for the mamas. Okay. So that's what the MPM is. So if you're interested in signing up for the webinar, you definitely can. Like I said, you can click up under my photo and sign up for the webinar. And like I said, just get to come in and get this free information and have you a good. Because one thing for sure, baby, you're gonna have a good time with me. Okay, we're gonna have us a good time. I don't care what nobody say, baby. If you around me, baby, you're gonna be motivated. You're gonna be excited to start making money and just living your best life. Okay, living the life that you desire, because you can have that. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but everybody be trying to make it seem like I can't live the life. Yes, you can. If you can see it, hear it, breathe it, think it, baby, it's already yours. Okay, we just got to tap into that energy and make it happen, and that starts with your mindset. So, but yeah, y'all, I gotta run. But thank y'all so much for tuning in with me on this live. I really do appreciate it. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me turn around, okay, girl? Because baby, my ass was supposed to be gone. I was supposed to be gone, y'all. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am getting on live these days two times a day. So y'all may see me a little bit later. But again, y'all, look into affiliate marketing, digital marketing. If you want to start on YouTube and make that way. But I'm just telling you, to save yourself a lot of time, a lot of energy, going with a done for you course is going to save you. So, and the fact that you essentially are just hopping on the train of something that's already working. I showed y'all those testimonies. Those are real people, real results. Okay. Not just me. Okay. I don't want you to just look at me and be like, oh, you looked up. Cause I used to do the same shit. I'm like, oh, she just got lucky. No, people are winning every single day. DWA has created multiple 6-figure earners, even millionaires, from reselling a course. And again, once you learn this information, nobody can take it away from you. And you have these skills for life, right? So you'll have different ways. I got all these streams of incomes that I can do. Hey, this shit ain't working out, I'm gonna do this. If this ain't working out, I'm gonna do that. So look into it, okay? But thank y'all so much. Congratulations, sis, to you. And again, I can't wait to see you get started. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all a little bit later, okay? Thank y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Sierra. Bye, ladies. Have a great day. Don't be stinky. Drink water. Eat some. Okay, Sabrina. No, for real. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye.